Hello and welcome to part 2 of my Let's Stream of Final Fantasy XIV. Here we are in Limsa Lominsa. We're about to undertake some side quests and stuff to get to level 4 before we can continue the main storyline. We've got a lot to pick up. Sorry to have, it's been a while since I've actually streamed. It's mainly to get used to the new expansion that's just come out and also wait for the other parts for it to calm down. But here we are, so we're going to pick up some quests. There's some quests here in the aft castle here, and we'll also try and get some quests down below as well. And then we'll be able to speak with Badarin again. So let's speak with Shoharabibi. He's going to give us our first piece of armour, which we're going to need. Right. I don't actually know if we can do this. It's level 4, it says. So I think we'll be able to do it, but I don't think we'll be able to actually hand it in. Level 4. Rats in the Wolf. There's quite a lot on this deck. Lost and found 2 over there. 2. 1,000 words. Canonarian. We can't do those yet. I'll speak with her and see what she has to say. So, Glory Days, and she's a Shodohibi. These days, poor Barbarian looks so busy looking after others, he hasn't been able to look after himself. He deserves something for his efforts. Whenever he's in his cups and starts speaking of the old days, he never fails to mention Aurelia. Seems he and his mates used to eat the creatures on occasion. It's obvious that he's still fond memories of that life, and I'm thinking a few Aurelia umbrellas would be something you appreciate. Could you help me by procuring 4 of them? If you're willing to help, speak with Kendero by the Aft Castle. She knows where the various wild beasts congregate. Okay. Right, so let's head north towards the... So, you'll notice it's slightly more different. We had a graphical update here, which was part of the... part of the update was to improve the graphics, which was nice. Right. Hello. Also give us some armour as well. Beg your pardons, good madam, but are you an adventurer, are you not? I realise this is sudden, but we urgently need help restocking our larders. We are in the midst of preparing a 4-course meal for a soon arriving guest, but I fear we are short of fresh lamb for the main course. We should be grateful if you could procure 4 slices for us. I dare say it would be the quickest to obtain these directly from the source wild lambs. In case you're unfamiliar with the creatures, I suggest you speak with Albafra, a sentry stationed in the Bulwark Hall, just below the Drowning Wench. Right, we'll speak with him. So I think it's when we reach level 20, we'll be able to take on shops. Yeah, I don't know, shops. It's level 20, level 10 or 20 we can start picking up jobs. These are basically the crafters. We have gathering and that. I'll do most of that off stream because they're a completely different leveling, but I will come back for like class related quests. There's a Canonarian over there. So, Letitia. We spare no effort in ensuring all our patrons enjoy the finest food and hospitality, so it's doubly hurtful when someone decides to leave without setting the bill. Nay, a bellgoer first-time patron did just that. Rashimo is the one who's lovingly prepared the man's meal. She's quite upset at the whole affair and taken upon herself to draw an illustration of the offender. Might I trouble you to deliver the yellow jackets on behalf of Shimo? Would be done finding the finishing touches by now. Find Shimo. I put my heart and soul into that grilled dodo. If I ever get my hands on that scoundrel, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Here it is, my rendition of the criminal to Godebert at the Coral Tower. He'll know what to do. Right. Let's head down here and get some more. So we go to the 7th sage. Speak with Warden. Warden would like to do you a completely legal proposition. You want for coin, venturer. Out be fancy you were working for the Kraken's arms, one of the greatest pirating crews in Limsa. If you're interested, take yourself up the steps to the balcony and talk to Cavan and our captain. Do right by him and you'll do right by ye. Here is Covenant. Greetings, friend, and welcome to the 7th Sage, proprietors of the finest spices from the East. All our products are guaranteed obtained through completely legal means. Oh, you do not seek spices by employment. Well then, let's speak how we might be of service of our organisation. Our misery returned from our latest voyage bearing exotic spices never seen before in Erozean. I am prepared 2 samples, each of which I will have you delivered to certain individuals. The first is Ginnaud, who you will find at the Coral Tower. The second is Master Lingsaf, the head chef of the Bismarck. And do make certain the right person gets the right set. Now, go now and return here once you've accomplished the task. It's my guild chat. Hide that window. So you can see it. Right. Good day. Welcome to the quarters of the Jacket, the keepers of peace in Limsa Lominsa. It is there all I can assist you with. Sample of the spices courtesy of the 7th Sage, you say? No, let's make this is fire sand, and the kind used for guardians besides. Quite intriguing. Very well, we'll consider placing an order. Oh, you thought you had brought me spice. I see you're not familiar with the cavern of Erozean. For the sake of convenience, he uses the word spice to refer to literally anything he has procured on the high seas. Least you worry, the man isn't engaged in any activity that's considered piracy. Far from it, You figure him as a trader, a heavily armed one who represents Limonian interests in the eastern lands. Going to seek your help with growing problem. An alarming number of citizens have gone missing of late, and I suspect you've already heard the rumours. It's essential that we ascertain their safety. To this end, I have prepared a list based on reports from our citizens. Would you be so kind to deliver them to my colleague in the book called Nikita? Is her name? My thanks in advance, friend. Right, here is the book hall. This is where we can actually, it's the Marauders Guild, actually. We're going to become a tank in here. Let's talk to Gobert. A Bilker at the Bismarck. a bill at the original mark, and you have an artist rendition of the man. What in the seventh hell is this supposed to be? Looks like more like a prow of a ship than the man's face. Look, we have nothing more than bring the offender to justice. 'Tis our duty after all. However, we need more than a little more to go on than this piece of art. It would be easier for all involved if Rashimo would come here and answer questions. Please relay this as much as to her. No, then tell her she needs to come over here. Let's be lazy. Be to Shimo. So you've spoken to Godbert. Within the bell. Within the bell, the Yellow Jackets will have the swindling scoundrel locked in the dungeon cell, and I'll take my filleted knife and. Godbert wants me to go to the Coral Tower for questioning. But what more information does he want from my drawing doesn't already provide? Isn't the picture supposed to paint 1,000 words? New sample for the seventh sage. All right. Let's have a whiff of it then. Ain't smelled nothing like that before. Note came with it, says it's a root that grows in Alford. Last I heard, Alford was under Imperial rule. The Seven Hells did the Calavian manage to get hold of this. Anyway, I reckon I can cook up something fast with it. Thanks for your delivery, friend. Right, let's go and speak with Calvian. Welcome back. It would seem both samples were rather well received, and this is no small part due to our affable courier. It's unfortunate, but notoriety accumulated over the course of years does not fade overnight. There are many still who are hesitant to do business with savage pirates. Yet the old days of piracy have passed and given way to a new wave of opportunity. My crew and I have decided to embrace this wave. With the Admiral's blessing, we engage in a form of trade with guardian ships. Anything we do, you may rest assured, is within the law. What he's basically saying there is they attack Guardian Imperial vessels and liberate them of their cargo. Is essentially what he's saying. Let's pass the droning winch. If you're wondering, the little minion following me is Zidane from Final Fantasy IX. The less said about Final Fantasy IX, the better. Right, let's go and speak with Okalai. Okalai is advice for adventurers heading to the missing member. If you're looking for a place to wet your whistle, Scrag, I suggest you turn tail and run. Captain Rosewind is no mood for entertaining customers this evening, and even if she ain't particularly good at it. Though may be dealing with customers from the sort of shite that might shake 'em for the old doldrums. If you mean for venturing within the missing member, you best remember to pay proper respects to the captain, lest you are afraid to go missing. Needing a four would be a good start. Right, this is Rushwin. we have been given instructions to emote, which is over here, social emote, and we have been asked to kneel. It was kneel, wasn't it? Kneel. Kneel. Oh, so she knows her place. Good. If only the Krakens had some sense of old priority. Bastards keep seizing every guardianship before we have to crack 'em. 'Tis a sorry state of affairs when your crew reduced to preying on leavings of the old managing bunch of old man boys. My younger self would rightly be disappointed if we were fooling. So you do know something of me old pain, but your sympathy ain't worth more than a pint of piss. It ain't good, and you've got the Admiral's permission to capture guardianships, but then what's use if you keep getting beat over your prey? We've built a reputation reaving right over the coastals of your brand, not sailing a dozen miles into bleeding sea. The few Imperial dogs found in the Lominsan territory get snatched by the Krakens out in hunting in the open waters. I rallied my crew's spirits when I said that we were reviving the old ways, but after all our struggles, they seem resigned to letting those bastards have all the fun. Right, we'll rally her now. Rally. Huh? You're trying to make light of my whole dilemma. Don't push your luck, Scrag, or I'll gut you with a hook like a regular pirate. Wait, that's it. We're pirates, goddamn. So we should think like pirates. Bugger keeping the Erozean waters safe with road supply shipments and a guarding outpost on the coast of Aldenard. It's so bleeding simple. I don't know why I didn't think of it just before. Thank you for an unintended inspiration, Scrag. To figure that I almost had you fed to the sharks. How nice. I gather your meeting with the captain went well. I could hear crackling all the way out here. Well, whatever you did, thank you for doing it. Last thing we needed was going around on another rampage who's running deck swabs and leaving us with less meat. Ain't easy playing by the Admiral's rules, but if anyone can play, Captain Rosewood can. Right, speak with children. Bodden actually likes Aurelian umbrellas. Gods, I've never even considered trying to eat one of those foul things. Nevertheless, if it's Aurelia's sake, you ought to find plenty by the river, just past the Tempest Gate and to the east. I'll head there in a minute. Go down here. This is the Blacksmith and Armourers Guild. When we unlock them. Right. This is Hazana. We'll get eye patch and a hat. So we'll probably get the hat. Are you in need of some trifling task to pass the time? Then I have just a job for you. But Darren is offering a reward for any adventurer who slays at least 5 wolf rats. There's no shortage of the pests lurking outside the Tempest Gate, so should you hurry and take advantage of this opportunity. when we have the ability to make our own stuff, we can make it a lot better than the gear that we will be receiving. I will worry about that when I get there. There's no more quests on this thing other than the ones Marauder, Collect, Canonarian. Second quest there for me once. See, blacksmith, armor. Right. Let's go down the deck to the plaza. There's some more quests down here to pick up. So let's go and speak with Yoshim of the Brigade Consortium. Excuse me, miss, but might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem to be the type who enjoys to be being accosted for menial tasks, and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters in Elder West. I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in Limsa Lominsa. They do, however, provide a unique service which the Precarian Consortium has recently been beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to their doorman, Lonwan, along with our profuse gratitude. Right, you speak with Olswix, who we spoke to in the start of the game. He's going to give us fire shards and dark matter, which we can use to fix. By the way, thanks for delivering my scattered lavender. I have a nugget of information that might prove useful to you. You see, I recently approached by an unkempt seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my profession. What is unusual is the offered generous sum of gild to be introduced to adventurers I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known for the carry such wealth of coin about their person, especially with their alehouses in Limsa Lominsa so close at hand. Kidnappings are not been uncommon in these past moons. I suggest you have this information and speak with Erozean, the guard who stands at the entrance of the Eastern Hawker's Alley. It never hurts to show a spirit of cooperation with the authorities, lass. Right, this is the Bulwark Hall. We've got Chocobo Keep here as well. Let's speak with Nikidia. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. If there's aught you would like to know, feel free to. You got something for me, you say? A missing persons list? I'm not sure I follow. Thanks for bringing the list. I'll be sure to memorise these names. If any of the missing persons reappear, you can count on me to spot them. Most folk enter the city via Zenith Drift, which means they must pass through Bulwark Hall. That's why I am constant watch here and under cover to keep an eye on any suspicious activity. I've been doing this for so long I've become pretty good at judging character, so if there's shady characters skulking about, you can rest assured I'll pick them out. We have now speak with Nitamo to give us some potions, which we don't really need. Sounds like you're already in the Yellow Jacket's good graces. You're truly a model adventurer, a paragon among your fellows. Do you think you could do me a favour? You see, I'm supposed to go and fill all the street lamps with oil so they stay lit through the night. But thanks to this business of missing people, I can't simply get up and leave my post. If you could tend to the street lamps in my stead, I'll be eternally grateful. Oh, and when you're finished, please fetch more oil from Sispoo in the Fisherman's Guild. We're running low here, and she has care of our stores. Okay, my key items. Okay, so we're going to be lighting. First to speak with Albafart. The Bismarck wants fresh lamp, does it? Gods, I could do a slice myself, fresh off the grill and dripping of its own juices. Sorry, friend, I haven't had a single bite to eat since my shift began. Any road You can get lamb easily enough by hunting the lambs that graze outside the city. Go through the Zephyr's Gate and follow the path east and south for a bit. You'll run into the fluffy and tasty critters before long. Okay, so we're going to be sent out to go and kill them. Boing, boing. Don't worry, you can't fall off. This is disturbing you. Your initiative is appreciated. I'll have the captain place the yellow jackets on high alert. And while I have you here, I need you to visit with Rib and tell her something. Tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find a bit further down in the East August Alley. Rib is frequently dealings with adventurers, so I'm warning. Any warning you give her should soon spread throughout the city. Let's carry on doing this. It's going to lead us down to the Fisherman's Wharf. Then we can double back. Pretty much going to clear every single side quest I can. When I sped through it, boy did I speed through it. I'm going to take my time. It's going to be many parts. This game is very old. Right, this is the Fisherman's Guild. As they said, this is where you go and pick up the thing to start learning fishing. Another job. Oh, this one, they gather fish. Can be fun, but boy, is it boring. Back in the water. The calamity really knocked the wind out of the fishing industry's sails, but the fisher folk are starting to return to the seas once more. It's past time I did the same. But before I could put out to sea again, I need to have a new boat built. Our guild has already commissioned Negquit and Velmarig for its crafts, but they are beastly busy these days. If you want something to do, Hapway and run over to the Armourer's Guild and consult with the Forge Master Hassan in my stead. I would want to know how long you expect to have to wait. Right, this is non-mode. This is the Digital Sisters of Elderwest, a house of deep reflection and meditation. So unless you're proper business with us, you kindly bugger off. What's this? Parcel from the Burberry-Gain Consortium, huh? Let's have a peek inside. Walnut bread and ginger cookies. and a few of them Bismarck finger sandwiches too. And then consulting with Cole was no right way to show an appreciation. Some of them sisters are unholy appetites, so I best have a few bites myself before I take it beside them. Let Jimson know we're always here when should her boss need us again. Right. Next we go to learn the ways of Rogue. Is it Rogue? Right, more importantly, let's go down here and let's go and speak and establish ourselves as an arcanist, which we were going to do another time. Let's go and do it now. So let's speak with Patrita. Here at the Mary of Realms Gate, we inspect all goods that are imported into Limsa Lominsa. The collection duty of as law requires. Some merchants, however, seek to invade their creators, and we have to chase them down. I would be grateful if you could deliver these 2 ledgers, one to a man named Samhiram, whom you will find at the Occultant, and the other is a woman named Letitia, who works at the Bismarck. If you're uncertain as to whereabouts of the Bismarck, ask Samhiram. When you meet him, he'll point you in the right direction. And it's registered to be an arcanist. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you sound so intimidated by the thought of exercising of excessive thinking? Yes. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates to introduce you to our guild master, then you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak with Mistress Fuburim. She is shouldering full responsibility for the guild leadership in the interim. You'll find her just over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcome. This is the acting guild master. And we have a cutscene. Yes, I am Filbram. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Murray has undoubtedly explained, I'm serving as an acting guild master until our wayward leader desires to return. I'm assuming our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origin. Allow me to expound upon its nature. Arcanium taps into living energies of ether. The evidence of this is represented by the apathy, perhaps our ability to manifest the arcane entity carbuncle and the manner of magic which is the ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary. Even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle, this principle takes precedence. If I wishes to make certain of questioned victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyse a situation from moment to moment, and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of arcanium will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through the predicament after predicament? Are you prepared for reason? Yes. An ambiguous response, the kind I prefer. Let's see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Norcia, you'll find, among others, 3 species of pest: wolf rats, little ladybugs, and a larry, which we've got to go and kill anyway. I ask that you employ your skills in alchemy to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Lead the city through the Tempest Gate and you'll soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing your preliminary trial, I welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. So pretty much all the guilds will get you to go and initially go out and murder the local fauna and fauna. This is the marketplace of Limsa Lominsa. We found out in part 1. Should get to level 4 soon. So it should be. If we speak to Whip. Greetings, miss. My interest in your service of a retainer. What's this? Some suspicious seafarer is on the prow of a gullible adventurer. I possibly suspect of recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on the warning of my customers. With all the merchants travelling and milling through Hawker's Alley, these kinds of unsafe activities can often go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. Don't think we can actually... Yeah, I don't think we can actually get those. Swarsblatt. You, miss, adventurer, I have work for you. Would you pose for a customer and survey the market's current prices? Sorry, I did not see you bulk at the simple task. All you need to do is strike up a conversation with the shop owners and glance over their wares. There are 3 merchants of interest to me. Iron Thunder, Cocaron, and Sydney Hill. Write down all your price list and hand the backswick to the West Hawker's Alley. He will reward you for your services. Basically, we're going to be... well, mate, let's cast your peppers over these beauties. Not a spot of rust to be found. Every piece of fresh from the forges of Naquet and Varel. Cockaroon welcomes all welcome customers. Cockaroon loves his lovely trade. Cockaroon's goods are goodly made. And Sydney Hill. A fine morning to you, miss. What am I interested in you? Why, you seem interested in most everything, don't you? It's not one of those investigations. Well, I have nothing to hide. You're the one who made the list for Swarsblatt. Let's have it then. Nothing wrong with these markets, as far as I can tell. You often get pirates selling stolen goods at cutthroat prices and drives the numbers down across Hawker's Alley. Thanks to these reports, though, I can tell at a glance that when shady dealings are taking place. Good work, lass. Right, achievement. We are now level 4. Let's go and speak with the sweeten its rosy cheeks. Goblin. Pishquar, Sweetnix is beauteous, gobby, and craft-smart trade maker. Sweetnix makes busy deals with uplanders, need delivery later at Gate of Melvinland, but Sweetnix has sugar shakes. Uplander walks to Gate Melvinland for Sweetnix. Uplander delivers letter to tax lady Petrina. Jasmine. You delivered the package as requested. Very good. I shall pass on the sister's settlements to my superior. What manner of service do the dutiful sisters provide? Continue your stay in Limsa Lominsa and you'll likely find out soon enough. In fact, If you're confident in your abilities and comfortable with the unconventional, you might wish to approach them yourselves. Alright, is that all for down here? Yep. Right, let's go back up. Alright, go down here and deliver his things to deliver his letter to Puccina. Where is the sweetness for those import records? With the proper documentation, but I'm afraid we shall expel him from the city. Why these sweetness records? I'm glad I see them submitted in time. Honestly, you would think that the goblin who would have lost his fear of our offices by now, but every month he has so he has to submit papers, and every month his tardiness forces me to consider his removal. As long as one follows the proper procedure, Limsa Lominsa will quite welcome into foreign traders. Pray convey these words to Sweetnix. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor goblin's fears. A letter for the Median's Gate, you say? Yet more outstanding duty papers. When will these merchants overlearn? Very well, I shall catch sight of any offenders. I'll drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming if it needs to be. One more ledger behind the Bismarck, you say? Follow this path to the upper decks and you'll find the place. Right, speak sweetness, rosy cheeks. Uplander delivered letter to Gate of Meridian. Uplander has wide heart and swift legs. Tax Lady Pingina has kind back words for Sweetness. Sweetness has overflow of joy for Tax Lady Pingina. Sweetness is happy gobby. Gives Uplander jiggly shine. Keep his jiggly shine. Right, let's go to the Canarians Guild. Speak with you, Letitia. Tax evaders among our patrons, you say? Goodness me. I dare say this may put an end to their appetite, but this is the best interest of the city-state. If any of the merchants named in this ledger come dine with us, I shall see that the Median's Gate is notified about delay. Come to eat and get grassed up to the tax man. That's just great. Right, let's go and get this one out of the way. The Armourer's Guild, and then we'll go and pick up the MSQ. The way of the Ark, as well as go and do our missions outside the city. Get to actually start killing things rather than walking around in the rain. I'm sick and tired of seeing my tail. A new boat for the Fisherman's Guild. I'm afraid now isn't the best time. You see, we have recently taken on the commission for a galleon. This task alone has our hands full. But look, I will see what I can do. The Fisherman's Guild has long been one of our best clients and would love to disappoint Sisapu. It may take a while, but I shall endeavour to have her boat ready in a timely fashion. Okay. Get our Execute mission. Let's have another side quest in here to pick up as well. Great. There's Nina. Oh, you returned. I hope you do not harbour any ill wills towards me and my earlier deception. You see, I believe the most important lesson for a green adventurer to learn is that she should always question the motives of everyone she meets. If I've given offence, allow me to make it up to you with some advice. Tell me, have you ever visited the eyes outside the Tempest Gate past Madman's Bridge? Sentry stationed there keep watch over the road, and when trouble arises, they sometimes turn for outside help. If you wish to make your name for yourself as a trustworthy adventurer, you should speak with the action at the and centre at the eyes and offer your assistance. Right. Bedaren. Still in Limsa, are you, Mino? Ain't you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I like to place the orchard in the name of our old Summerfield Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stillwin, is an old mate of mine. He's himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you believe that, and have been trying to bring our old life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. He may mention needing another or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so give your work and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. So take the Zephyr Gate out the city and follow the follow the road northeast. Right, so we are leaving the city. So we've got two places to go. We have Zephyr's Gate, and we have, I think the other one is, so we've got one in Zephyr's Gate and one at Tempest Gate. Let's go to Zephyr's Gate. This is middle Lamoska. Now, we're not actually, there's Summerfield Farms. Right, sheepish request. And there's your wolf rats we need to kill. So, let's kill them. We have these weird things above them. They means that they are quest related, but also we have a side thing called Hunter's Ledger, I think it's called. Hunting log, which has not yet. I don't know why it's telling me about wolf rats. Kill some lambs. Little Bo Pete's not going to be happy. What we're getting here is used for crafting, so we try to keep it. That's the lambs killed. 2 more ladybugs. Ladybirds, as we're calling it. This is Skogsu. He's a if they are blue like that, that means they will not attack you unless you attack them. They're kind of neutral. Oh, doing this without Chocobo. Right. Here is Summerford Farms. Right, we shall attune to it. Now learn teleport. It costs a guild to travel between places. There's actually a law reason for it. But let's speak with Stalwin. You must be the adventurer Bredin promised to send along Mino Akeda, wasn't it? Yeah, he honoured his word, so it's a good start. I'm Stalwin, the old bastard, as bold as Bredin lightly described me, and this here is my humble orchard. A good number of lads and lasses working here once terrorised the high seas, and if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew me pirate ship. But the calamity did what the calamity did for our ship, like it did to many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Melwhip's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers work in the fields seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. And a lot of my blokes never took to the tending the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called to train them have been wringing their hands in the black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. So we'll take the altered fire boots. Right, we've learnt E for church, but we should really have learnt that yet. So we'll do we'll go and carry on killing these wolf rats, which I clearly have missed, and go and slay the Aurelia. Also, I'm going to put those boots on. And it's sunny. British. It's just like British summer. How long have we been going? Right. Nearly an hour. Let's carry on. The fate system. I'm not going to be delving in that shit just yet. We're going to be walking right past one, which means we're probably going to get attacked. Yep, full sight. Well, not much I can do about it. They're going to keep taking us, aren't they? Well, I thought there'd be other people around, but clearly there isn't. I really shouldn't be doing this on my own at this low level. They are good. They are good XP. Mega Dragon. We should clear this. We should go up to level 6. Level 7. Yep. Then we get 10 gil and pat on the back. Some XP as well. I can kill some wolf rats. One more, I think it said. Right. I never noticed that volcano. really want to. Really should go back. Go to the other gate. Finish off the Arcanist. Get the hunters thing. Could do the level 5 Arcanist story as well. I would just normally teleport back, but it's expensive. Let's go to the other gate. Right. Of course, there's a fate. Right, these are the already we need to kill. Centra. You say someone told you to come work for me, lass. I'm afraid you've been had. We're known to hire adventurers, it's true, but we'll always go through the Adventurers Guild. Even if I wanted to assign you duties, the OJAC regulations prevent me from doing so directly. Now, if you don't mind working for an unofficial capacity, I have a personal request to make you. My granddad's head of the Red Rooster Stead, Annex his name. He asked me to bring him some river toad livers, but mere thought of the pulling slimy livers out of old slimy fogs gives me the shivers. Maybe you can fetch the liver free for me, and you can get them by slaying the river toads that dwell around the ice. So it's these guys down here. You probably guessed. Weird looking eyes. For toad stains. I want to do the mist one. That's player housing. I swear, this is the last time I send that granddaughter of mine to fetch the river toad livers. Why, these are the livers I asked for. I should have known better, and Annika has been dainty since she was a wee lass. I regret any trouble we've caused you. I heard that the new wonders use fish livers as fertilizers, so new welders use fish livers as fertilizers, so I thought I would give the toad livers a try. A farmer can't be afraid to try new things. Nay, he must grow his knowledge as he grows crops. That's how this farm grew to what it is. You would be well to stick around and see. We would. You can give us flatbread, which we can use to level up quicker. Level 5. What we're going to do is we're going to clear up these things in some way. So I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Clearly not supposed to be here yet. Right, let's go to the Arcane's Guild. Speak with Thornburn. I see the creatures beyond the city walls pose you little threat. It is with great pleasure then I formally recognise your initiation into the guild. From this day forth, you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays in the wilderness and keep the pages of your Gilmore turning. There's no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. And to commemorate this occasion, I gift you this hunting log. Enemies marked within these pages have been specifically chosen to challenge your abilities in Arcanium. When you devise a new strategy or tactic, you are now ready to source your opponents of which to test it. And when you feel you can command a carbuncle as easy as you might move your own limbs, return to me with further instruction. I will be waiting. Right. That's what I was talking about, the hunting log. It is here. So we'll get 2,500 XP for every one of these that we kill. So it's Ladybug, Wolf Rat, Lost Lamb, Windspite, Puck Hatchling, Nesting Buzzard, Boggy, Cave Bat, Galanago, and the Grounded Pirate. Lightning Spite. Do all that and then we get the next page. Let's get this next, which will give us a new weapon. we'll take the elegant tin piece. Because I really want to live again anymore. Right. Mino, isn't it? Are you eating well? An empty stomach distracts the mind and leads to hurried judgment. I often remind my alchemists that take meals in school do they become in their studies. Speaking of such, have you been practicing the tactics with the carbuncle? I believe it's time to assess the improvement of your skills. As with your previous trial, I would have you defeat foes in Lower Norska. 3 wild dodos, dodos and 3 tiny mana dragons to be precise. Watch carefully the behaviour of your opponents, formulate an effective strategy and utilise your arcane entity as its full potential. I expect you to be back in time for dinner. Dildos. Well, I'm going to live that one down, that's for sure. Right. Half Castle. That bell indicates sending us on Wild Goose Chases. So you said an adventurer might be dropping by delivering something special. That you, lass? Oh, well, lass, you didn't have to go to this trouble. The goddamn smell. I hated over since I was a sellsword, and this is the nastiest shite I've ever put in my mouth. We tried sprinkling it with salt and cooking it in the old campfire, and it was still a little better than chewing on driftwood. Try it for yourself, lass. You'll see what I mean. Right, so we'll get a hempen half robe. Yep. So there's a few rats. Good on you, lass. This bloke comes through the other day and plops a huge sack size of bleeding gobu on account of saying that any man that slays rats can have half something from within. When I inquire as to why, I always says it's the damn noise he's making when they're scurrying about driving him insane. He asked me though, he was already a bit touched. Something tells me the poor lad never found peace. Hat. Yay. Looking the part. Have you had any luck obtaining fresh lamb? Please hurry, the guests are arriving any moment now. 4 slices of fresh lamb and right in nick of time. Thank you for ever so much. 'Tis times like this I feel fulfilled in my role. I used to be a chef myself, you see, but my skills weren't quite up to par. So when the Bismarck expanded operations, I asked to be made the provisioner instead. This way I can still be part of the business in spite of my shortcomings. Liver mitts. Right, now we've been sent to the island of Corsica, but we'll go to the middle of Corsica. Or we just go to Somerville Farm and go and do the quest step. Summerfield Farm bears the charge of the Admiral says in initiative. We were rewarded handsomely to brave new frontiers. Yet, if we fail to fulfill our part of the bargain, the grant will be withdrawn. In spite of this, washed-up pirate selector lays their days away. There's still time. We need to clear away the rocks, debris of the area that deemed settled. If you're willing to help, you'll find the shovel outside the hut on the hillside. Okay. Speak with Big Rare Bird Dreg. Use oranges. But I can't even rely on those rotten pirates to pick these ripe oranges. Yeah, if I leave them a day longer, they'll fall from the boughs. Mayhap you grab a few for me. I'm not afraid of a pesky hornet or two, are you? Right, oh, we can get him off from this one. I have a mind to set you to task, Okada. But before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies. You understand? That might as well be the ones that have traded with the cutlass for couriers. But they were still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back to me when you think you're more suitably equipped. Right, you need to equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with items of level 5 or greater. Which we have. Head, body. Don't have legs. Let's see if we get away with it. Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I don't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an orderly lot. They raise in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and the looks of you, they'll say that little will get trouble getting their attention. So we'll get our goodie more. Okay. Your confidence tells me that you're not been idle since you last we met. I hope you're ready right for a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that be adventurer be you? Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you a sorry tale. Have you heard the rumours of reductions? Our citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa Lominsa, as if plucked from the face of Highland, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summerfield Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen. But it seems a collection of right unsavoury fellows with azure tattooed faces have been creeping up the edges of the fields and spying on me yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would be enjoying being scrutinised by such savages at the best of times, but the farm hands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumour come from their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry and their work suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need of male crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. Just to struggle to get them to leave their farmhouse in the morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to rescue these tattooed thugs for me? Good lads. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. I suggest you be having a look around the sea song grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitor has been occupied the place. Be careful though, Akea. I shouldn't say for sure what manners of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright? Don't worry. I have a hat. The hat will protect me, I assure you. So those weird looking marks over the hutchings, that means they are the things we are to kill for our hunting log. And we'll kill them at another time. I'll probably do that off stream. Clear the hunting log. Not really something exciting to watch. Mind you, seeing me pick oranges is probably not that exciting either. That's one big bee. Big bee, because that's my name. Let's clear this. See who this spying character is. Oh, it's a cave. You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active and help window before answering the call of duty. These are basically single player missions. It can only be done with single player, so we'll be bumped up to level 9.
I despair. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone. Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms. I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Or perhaps not. As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked.
Google.
But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Mysterious person come to assist us. Wonder who she is. That's helpful. Okay, the hunting log. Yeah. Who is this mysterious person? Poor Google.
Phew.
Hear, feel, think.
What was in that crystal?
Crystal bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Shine thy light on all creation.
Awake again, are we? Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether? I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
And she didn't even give us her name. Well, let's rush back.
I can hide the hat. Maybe. That. You've certainly proven you are not one of the ones to let obstacles stand in your path. If only those supposed pioneering pirates are half as industrious as you. Expanding borders is all good, but the Admiral ought to know rugged frontiers can't be settled by layabouts. Look at those luscious oranges brimming with nectar. They could drop at any second. Ah, ripe to perfection. How sweet it is. With the lackadaisical lot of the retired pirates come down to scurvy eaters, that will serve them right. It just goes to show you can't teach an old sea dog new tricks. You'd think the Admiral would know that. The nautical orange nectar, best rest assured, is paid for in sweat. We have to pollinate eat orange in hand with blasted pucks that prey on the nearby bees. If we would eradicate some 5-puck hacklings, it would save us from having to do nature's work. Well, it just so happens that I have to kill pucks for my book, for my hunting log, so let's go and kill them. Right, doesn't have to go without saying we need to avoid the orange puddle, aka the piss puddle. That's his name. He's done us a favour there by giving us those Puck Hutchins kill. Right, Bergrig, all done for you, mate. Only pest plaguing Mildred nowadays, woeful whelp of our water. If only you could rid me of the parasitic pirates and do pesky pucks. Okay, right, glad I am to see you safely returned. My lads are gathering and hearing what sounded like all 7 hills breaking loose near the grotto, and I feared I'd send you to your death. If you're in the middle of that commotion, I hope you yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think that you risked your life for naught. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew in the cave, eh? Aye, I agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farm hands back to the life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorsteps and set a mad and Google on you.
Aye, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone at the grotto, a woman with a strange contraption. Ah, yes, Tola. She's been in Limsa Lominsa for a good while now. Her studies of ether have been often bring her out to Summerford. So her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may have my word for that. Where trust should be lacking in those yeomen of mine who have yet to relinquish their pirate past. Temptation to return to the free and easy life of buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Achaia. If it weren't for your efforts to stall an adventure like yourself, this farm would be far worse state than it is. Just be lending your talents to those in need and help bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. So, her name's just Tola. Of course, I really knew that. Right. So we have another MSQ with him. Stay here. Should we do it? How long have we been going? Nearly 2 hours. I think we'll stop it here. We'll be back to speak with Storwin and to get our next quest. Also, go and finish off killing the wild dodos. Until then, I am the Big B82. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. Comments are welcome and appreciate the thumbs up as well. And I will see you in part 3 when we find out what's going on here in Limsa Lominsa. What has this Tola got us into? Why we now have a crystal in our hands? And why is it always raining why is it always raining here? Well, those will be found out in another time. Until then, thank you very much. Ciao for now.